I'm Christian de Guzman. I'm the rice breeder and an assistant professor at the Rice Research and Extension Center in Stuttgart. So my breeding program focuses on two main types, long grain and aromatic rice. Under long grain, we have Clearfield and Provicia, which are herbicide tolerant types, and also conventional long grain types. And then in aromatic rice, we are focusing mainly on conventional lines. Last year, the university releases 4 new varieties. 2 of those varieties came from our breeding program. One is CLL 18. CLL 18 is a Clearfield long grain line or variety that has a very good yield. The yield is consistently higher compared to CLL 16. It has a standard stature, good straw strength. In all of our plots, we did not see any lodging on that variety. And also in terms of maturity, it is 1 to 2 days earlier compared to CLL 16. The grain quality is also comparable to CLL 16. It has a typical US long grain type, which has an intermediate amylose, and the length, width, and ratio is 3 or better. Now another one that we released last year is an aromatic rice. It is called Aroma 22. Very good in terms of milling, and it's very translucent and very low in chalk. When it cooked, it also emits a strong aroma. Now in our breeding program, before any variety is released, it has to go on different stages of development. One of our stages is what we call the advanced yield trial. In our advanced yield trial, we plant them in at least 4 different locations here in Arkansas. We plant them in 4 locations to make sure that those lines or advanced lines will have wide adaptability in any or different environmental conditions in soil, water, temperature, and also the management of that location and how they manage those crops. So we plant them in Pine Tree Research Station, in the Rice Research Station in Stuttgart, in the Northeast Research and Extension Center, and here in Northeast Rice Research and Extension Center. What you see on my back is advanced yield trial of conventional long grain and Clearfield long grain. We have about 106 lines here, and it's planted in a randomized block design in 3 replications. And these lines are the best lines that we selected previously from our preliminary yield trials. And we hope that we get a very suitable line that will perform best in all 4 locations. Some lines will perform 1 in 2 locations. Some lines will perform in all locations. So what we need is a line that has the wide adaptability with better yields, better milling quality, and better grain quality. Now, in our breeding trials too, we are also looking at different traits. So the main trait would be yield and also disease resistance or tolerance. So we try to incorporate those disease tolerance trait into our germplasm, into advanced lines. And also, we are starting to work on abiotic stress tolerance, for example, heat and drought. So high nighttime temperature is one of our objectives right now, and we are working closely with our physiologists and also with other scientists in other institutions to develop lines that has all the qualities that we want as a line or as a variety, plus the abiotic stress tolerance for high nighttime temperature. We also have some small program, breeding program for short grain and waxy rice. And we are also working towards the development of lines that has a high amylose, which is more focused on the market for the Central America. I would like to thank the Rice Research and Promotion Board and also the Arkansas rice producers who provided funds to help us make this happen. Without their funds, we will not be able to do all the things that we do to develop varieties for Arkansas.